IGT, baby.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Brock Lesnar is back in WWE. I don't know what the fuck to say right now. I really don't. What's cracking, guys? It's your boy Junior Mafia coming back to you with another video. So we gotta talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw. And based on the thumbnail, we're gonna get to the nitty gritty of things, but I wanna just talk about these things right now before I get to, the main topic of this, the meat and potatoes of the show right now. So we have Roman Reigns pulling up in the car again, and he was very fired up, especially after what happened last week when him and the Usos got packed up by Jacob Fatu yet again. And he wasted no time and told Adam Pearce, like, listen, I'm gonna talk to Jacob, and at this point right now, I'm gonna settle this right now, and he gonna get his ass up out of here. So right when he about to go and dress him, you hear Jacob Fatu music hits. So he was already 10 steps ahead of Roman Reigns, and he gets out there and he got the mic and he said, "Yo, Roman, get your ass out here right now, and we're gonna settle this. Like, I'm not done with you. We're gonna settle this." So the Usos comes out, and you see Jay. He has a chair in his hand, fired up as always, and Jimmy, he looks pissed too. He's trying to calm Jay down so he could go and address everything to Jacob and let him know, like, yo, we tried to give you an opportunity right now to join the OTC. Everything that you wanted between getting the kids in school, to have better schools, the cars, the houses, the finer things in life that comes with, being at the top of the mountain. You had the opportunity to join the OTC, but here you are crashing out again, and you attacking officials and all, and you about to get your ass up out of here. It's like, there's no stopping you. Meanwhile, it's happening right now. Jay is just on complete crash out mode as always right now, and he's trying to spark something up for for Jacob to attack him, and it ended up happening. And Jacob, just as I expected, decided to put hands on Jay, trying to pack him up. Then of course Jimmy tried to get involved too, but Jacob turns his attention to him and proceeds to lock in a tongue and death grip on him. Then you see Jay trying to hit him with the chair and all that, and that ain't phase him at all. Man's turned around like, you thought they was gonna do something to me, and then proceeds to turn his attention on Jay, locking tongue and death grip on him now. Now as he's packing him up, the saxophone getting louder for the Usos. Then Roman Reigns is gonna come out there. So Roman comes out there, and he just walking with a sense of urgency. Gets into the ring, and that's when the crash outs continued on. And just when Roman thought he had the upper hand on Jacob yet again, Roman thought he had the upper hand on Jacob. Jacob completely intercepted that, locking and tagging death grip on him again. And we already know how the last time this whole thing turned out, but you knew the numbers game was going to play a part in this. And you see the Usos proceed to super kick Jacob Fatu. Then they proceed to take him to the ropes, lock his arms towards it, and they hit him with a furious super kicks. And then you see Roman hitting him with multiple Superman punches and all that stuff. And when it was all said and done, take him off the ropes, and then Roman hits him with a spear. So they all left. Roman and the Usos left out the ring. They going up. You see Adam Pearce, and he pretty much telling him, now, I'm done with him and all that. Now, you want to fight him, get his ass up out of here, that's on you right now. I already handled my job. And I was about to leave out of there until you see Jacob pick up the mic and was saying, Roman, tribal combat. And now it's official that we're getting that at Clash of Italy. And this is the second tribal combat match we had in WWE. And like I said in my chat, shout out to everybody who was on the stream. This should be the last match, for Roman and Jacob Fatu when encountering each other. I think this is the chapter you close right here, because you don't want this to become an ongoing thing, and then the feud decides to get stale and all that. Now, albeit I did enjoy it for these last couple of weeks, especially how Jacob and him crashing out the way he did on the Usos, and of course Roman Reigns as well, and looked dominant as well. But at this point right now, you got to close the chapter onto this feud, and I think the tribal combat match is the right way to do so. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. It's a way to start the show and all that. We had some good matches with Finn Balor and JD McDonough in the street fight and all that. I definitely enjoyed that as well. We knew it was going to be some interference with Dominic and all, which ended up happening, but Finn Balor ended up getting the upper hand and all, and was able to close it out with a coup de grace onto JD McDonough, who had a trash can over him and got the 1, 2, 3. So I definitely enjoyed that as well, and I definitely enjoyed the main event match of Seth Rollins versus Austin Theory. And through the midst of that, you see Seth Rollins, having that talk with Kathy Kelly backstage, and he was saying like, yo, like, my goal right now is to take out the Vision. At this point, if that means I got to rock solo and all that stuff, then it is what it is and all. And saying I don't matter taking on any division members and all that stuff, whether it's Braun Breaker or in this case Austin Theory. Like, I just take on any of them, and just to prove my point. Then he had some interactions with the Street Profits backstage, more so Angelo Dawkins, and he was saying like, listen, I know people ain't gonna tag with you and all that, especially after your mayhem when you was part of the Vision, everything you caused and all that too. But I see the change and I'm like, yo, you need some assistance, I'm here. So you see that side of him, right, of Angelo Dawkins, that's willing to assist Seth Rollins in the situation, but you knew Montez was not gonna fall for that shit. He definitely wasn't, and it was on full display of what happened in the main event match as well. Towards the end of it, when Seth ended up getting the win and all, and he got it with Pellegrini and Austin Theory, and then the numbers game play a point when Logan Paul got involved, and then that's when you see Angel Dawkins comes out and then try to even the score, but they end up jumping him and all. Then Tez comes out there to help him out and clears him up, and now he's telling Dawkins like, yo, like, what are you doing getting involved into Seth's problems and all? Like, he has no alliance with us. Like, fuck him. Like, we do this shit on. So many times it's happening. You see Braun Breaker come out there now, and he moves Dawkins out the way and takes the spear and all. And then when Dawkins try to turn his attention to Braun Breaker gets the upper hand on him. And then of course you see Seth Rollins try to get his hands on Braun Breaker yet again. So just when he thought he had the upper hand and about to hit him with a curb stomp, you see Logan grabs his feet. And then once he was able to get off him, it led to distraction and gave Braun Breaker an opportunity to hit him with a gruesome spear and all. And yet again, the Vision stand tall and all that stuff. And, that was the way how they ended off the show. So I wanted to clear all of that up so I can get to the nitty gritty things right now. And that is the open challenge for Oba Femi. So Oba comes out there now, especially after last week and him packing up those Garzas and all that too, like out of nowhere, because they couldn't find an opponent for Oba, and he decided to take it out of his own will to go find somebody and pack them up. Like, they heard the saxophone loud. So he comes out there, and we're like, okay, who's gonna be his next opponent? Who would have thought, out of everybody that we would have saw pop up, we get Brock fucking Lesnar? Y'all heard me. Brock Lesnar, the same Brock that we thought had retired at WrestleMania when Oba Femi dominated him. Hits him with a fall from grace with a 1, 2, 3. Oba leaves out of there. Brock stands in the middle of the ring, where he proceeds to take his combat gloves off, to take his boots off, kiss in the middle of the ring, out of respect, crying his eyes out, y'all. Goes on top of the ropes, thanking the fans, embracing them and all, have Paul Heyman a bucket of water as they hug and just cherish that moment right there and there, as him throwing the X up, clearly saying, I'm done. We all saw that in 4K when he said, I am done and this is it for me. I did what all I could do for this business, and now it's time to ride off into the sunset. It's what we all thought. We all gave him a standing ovation, gave him respect. Shout out to my brother Dub. He is finally able to, put it to rest, the Brock hate, and say, okay, we can close this chapter right here. You did good for us in this business. You are a household name. This is a good way to go out. So as he's walking off, and we like, this is the last time we seen him, we were satisfied. Even gave him a tribute video of his career. We're like, okay, this is really it. Like, he's really hanging it up. Only for him to show up, proceeds to, on a random Monday Night Raw, shows up, picks up over Femi, and hit this man's with numerous of F5s. Numerous of F5s. And it left me puzzled because it's like, yo, what was the purpose of this? What was the reason for him to do all of that at WrestleMania, to think on that one hand he was going to retire? Had us all in that moment right there, gave him that love and respect. I'm like, okay, this is it. Only to turn around, him to pop up on Monday Night Raw and proceed to give multiple F5s to the man that dominated him. I don't want to stand it at all. And this has TK fucking O written all over it. Whether people believe it or not, it's the truth. Because let's keep it real. If they wanted to continue this cycle, before I even get into that, now after he had numerous F5s and got up out of there, when we got back from commercial break, you see Adam Pearce backstage, and he's already fired up like, yo, I thought Brock retired and all that. He gave him his retirement papers and all that stuff. What the hell is going on here? So he gets into his office because he was going to address Paul Heyman about this whole thing. Paul Heyman ended up being in Adam Pearce's office, and he was telling him like, yo, what was that about? I thought Brock was retired. Then you see Paul Heyman say, yeah, he is retired. But he has his papers right here, signed by Brock Lesnar, saying, end quote, that he want him versus Femi Clash at Italy. And at that moment there, I lost it. Because this is the sheer fact that you had all of this goes down on full display, thinking that he was retired to swerve us, caught us all by surprise, and for him to dominate over Femi the way he did. Now, the only thing that could have made this okay for me, and I would have been at a calm state, is that he even did all those things at WrestleMania, and he just sort of had walked out. If he just had walked out, not leave his glove, not his boots, none of that shit, I would have said okay, because that clearly would have indicated he didn't retire. Now, he didn't call it, he didn't say it at all. He just threw the X and said, all right, like, I'm done. But we all know that sign right there. When somebody do that in the middle of the ring, that means this is it for them. So, had they not done that, and he pops up randomly, we didn't see him since Mania, then he pops up randomly, and then do that complete beatdown over Femi at Raw, fine, I would have been good, because now that leads to the second match right now. It's the rematch. All right. But the sheer fact that you had him do all of that shit, catch us off guard. Then we had this right now setting up for a match at Clash of Italy now. What's next? Because, albeit, two things is going to happen now. If Oba beats him again, is he going to do the same shit yet again? Or in this case, Oba takes his first loss. How would that look? Because I was the firm believer of Oba shouldn't be losing no time soon. No time soon at all. He should be looking dominant as ever right now. And up until he meet up with Roman Reigns, probably around SummerSlam, with the title on the line, and that's where he beats him. That's my thought process of all of this for Open Femi. Was he had beat Brock Lesnar? He beats him, and then move on, and you have him looking strong and dominant leading into SummerSlam. But the sheer fact that you have him come back again, and one of my guys in my chat mentioned about this being a trilogy, that would be fucking stupid. Because is it worth it? No, it's not. It really ain't. The only time, it's like a passing the torch moment for me. Once Oba had beat Brock Lesnar, that should have been it right there. At this point, he's the big dog now. He's the ruler now. He's the next big thing, pun intended. And you should continue to build this man up, have him look dominant every single week. With the open challenge thing, that was a good solution there. Had different things going for him until the time was right, and then you put him in front line with Roman Reigns for the title. That's how it should have paid out. But now that you have added this to the mix right here now, and now you need another multiple questions and all, it's just fucked up all around the board. I'm still trying to process this, y'all, because I'm just really confused as fuck, and I'm pretty sure the IWC community, the IWC is going crazy right now on Twitter. On Twitter, IG, TikTok, you name it, they all going crazy for this shit right here. Because what was the fucking point? I don't understand for the life of me. We better get some answers. Some real answers behind this. Because that just didn't make no damn sense to me whatsoever. And it just have us looking all puzzled as always. So we'll see what goes down right now. But I'm not a fan of this at all. I'm actually pissed about this, and it's just so fucking stupid. Just stupid. But comment down below. Let me know. How do you feel about Brock Lesnar coming back? Well, we all thought that he retired at WrestleMania, and now we're getting the rematch at Clash of Italy. You can let me know how you thought about the show or even this Brock situation. Let me know down in the comments down below. But I appreciate your love and support. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell so you get notified every time I drop content right here on this channel. Roll to 300 subscribers. Continue to keep God first. Trust the process on anything that you do at life. Your time will come, and I'm going to catch you on the next video. Peace.